Hello, we are getting ready to finish up this last part of section 2.3. So far we have talked about how to find a tip, how to find the selling price after we mark something up, and now this one is also a markup problem, but it is finding the percent of markup. So we have the selling price and the wholesale price. What percent was it marked up to get from the wholesale price to the selling price? Now the nice thing is that the percent of markup is the same as finding the percent of increase. So remember that to find this, we have the difference over the original. So if you guys want to follow along in your books on page 85 and 86, again, I'm going to show it a little bit differently than they do in the text. You can read that example if you would like, but we're just going to do this the same as a percent of increase problem. So for percent of markup or percent of increase, our first step is to find the difference in the two prices. So we will take the selling price and subtract the wholesale price. And this difference is $2,099.50. And then we take that difference in prices, and in this case with percent of markup, we're going to divide by the original amount, which is the wholesale price. So now I'm going to take this $20.99.50 and divide by the wholesale price, $22,100. And when you do that on a calculator, you get 0.095. So we find the difference in the two, and then we take the difference and divide by the original or wholesale price, and we get 0.095. But we want a percent. So remember that to change a decimal to a percent, we've done percent to decimal. Now we are going to change decimal to percent. So now we're going to go the opposite way. We're going to take this decimal and move it two places to the right now to change it to a percent. So this would be 9.5%. So our percent of markup, very similar to percent of increase, is 9.5%. So they bought it for $22,000, marked it up 9.5%, and sold it for $24,000. Let's look at another example. A bike store sells a hybrid bike for $379.50. The wholesale cost of the bike is $230. So step number 1, we need to find the difference. So we will do $379.50 and subtract $230. So we have 50941. So our difference is $149.50. And then we're going to take that difference and divide by our original or wholesale price, which is $230. So it's always difference over the original, or in this case, in the case of markup, the wholesale price. And if we do this, we get 0.65. So again, changing our decimal to a percent, we move the decimal point, why does it keep doing that? Two places to the right now, and this gives us 65%. And again, this should be reasonable, right? It's $230, it went up $140, which is a little more than half of $230, so it's going up 65% to sell for $379. So what I want you guys to do now is go to page 86. And on page 86, I would like you to pause the video and try the check problem in the middle of page 86. It says Mika is making jewelry for a craft show. The wholesale cost of a bracelet is $12.50. And on page 86, that word check, I would like you to draw a box around the word check and solve that problem. So I will be looking for that when I check in your homework. So now that you've paused and tried this problem, the answer is 60%. If you have questions on that, we can talk about it in class tomorrow.